I'm gonna have to break it to y'all. Google knows what you're spanking it to, okay? And forgive me for such a crude introduction to this story, but I figured if I was gonna shock people into understanding how severe the issue of spying and data collection has gotten, if I told you that Google knows you went to Red Lobster last night, you're probably gonna say, yes, so what? If I told you that Google knows what time you woke up this morning, you'd be like, well, yeah, I logged in as soon as I got up. But when I tell you that Google's got every single thing you've ever searched for, which is your Spank Bank, now people start to go, whoa, 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 wait, what? And it's very possible a Google engineer can actually pull up a folder and just look at all the things you're into. Same is true for Reddit. In fact, there was a Reddit, I can't remember who, I think it might have been the Reddit CEO, said something like, we know everyone's darkest secrets. And I'm like, yeah, that's not confidence building, man. Like, you make me really not want to use your service. Think about how terrifying this really is, you know? This is a story from The Guardian. It says, are you ready? Here is all the data Facebook and Google have on you. And they go through a list. But think about this. Let's say you're a young upstart from a poor area in the US, and you think the government is bad, it's unfair. By the time you're 35, you're a well-known political, representative candidate. You're about to run for office. You're like, you know what? I think I want to do it. I'm going to run. I'm going to lead this country. And that's what you say, right? And then all of a sudden someone appears and says, I have this big list of 1,000 documents of everything that could destroy you if you go against us. And those people, the unelected technocrats who run these massive corporations or who will inherit them, will be able to control basically everybody. Because I assure you, releasing damning information, and it could be leaked, who knows where it would come from, about a politician's proclivities would be bad for them. Maybe in the future, because all of us post things on the internet, we'll become desensitized to this kind of thing, and then when you hear about someone's freaky, furry, alt-right fetish or whatever, you're going to be like, oh yeah, another one of those, huh? Well, let's see what the story has to say. Want to freak yourself out? I'm going to show you just how much of your information the likes of Facebook and Google store about you without you even realizing it. First, Google knows where you've been. This, in my opinion, so what? Of course Google knows where I've been. I use the GPS for everything. And I'm not super concerned. I actually like that I can go back and look at all the places I've been to on a Google map. That's cool. I'll tell you where it gets scary. Facebook is planning to know where you're going. Based on where you've been, what you are saying, and all these other metadata points, combined with other people, they can predict where you will be, even if it's spontaneous, right? There's a bunch of different ways they can go about this. Like, sure, it's obvious if every day at 4 p.m. you go to Starbucks, sure, they can predict it. But I'm talking about how one day, spontaneously, like, you know what, I want to get some McDonald's. I haven't had McDonald's in a long time, right? And they already knew that. They knew an hour before you were going to go do it, you're doing it. Especially when they look at your friends, right? Let's say you got two friends who are posting about wanting Burger King. You have no idea what's going on. Facebook says, these people usually talk to this person at lunchtime. They're going to Burger King. This person has an 87% probable chance of going to Burger King. All of a sudden ads pop up for Burger King and you're like, oh, what's this? Then your friends walk up to you and go, you want to go to Burger King with us? And you're like, whoa, I just got a commercial for Burger King. That's weird. Yeah, I guess. And that's why people think that your phone listens to you, because of things like this. But let's move on. This is the best part. This is what I was talking about with your Spank Bank. Google knows everything you've ever searched and deleted. Even if you use incognito mode, Google knows everything you've ever searched for. So there are human beings who have access to this information, and maybe you're sweating right now going like, oh man, uh-oh, yeah, and that'll exist forever. And this is bad news for anybody who, outside of any of those, just in general, if you're engaging in illegal activity through the internet, it's all still there. It'll never go away, never. Google has an advertisement profile of you. And this goes back to what I said. Look, they know everything about you, what you like, what you do. They've got your location, your gender, age, hobbies, career, interest, relationship status, possible weight, need to lose 10 pounds in one day, and income. The best part is, for those of us YouTubers, Google knows more than most because they're the ones literally paying out, that advertisement revenue from sponsors. So if Google, become a YouTuber so that Google can know even more about you. Google knows all the apps you use. Google stores information on every app and extension you use. They know how often you use them, where you use them, and who you use them to interact with. This means they know who you talk to on Facebook and what countries are you speaking with, what time you go to sleep. Google has all of your YouTube history. Well, yeah, that's like saying, Google is YouTube, so of course they have our history. They're not going to delete it. They say they know whether you're going to be a parent, whether you're conservative. There's actually a really funny story of this guy. He got a piece of letter in the mail about expecting a baby, and that's how he found out his daughter was pregnant, because apparently what happened was there are a bunch of things that women who might be pregnant start searching for, to like their pregnancy tests maybe, but there's like specific objects that women who don't even know they're pregnant, right, so will search for because for some, for whatever reason, like morning sickness maybe, and then the algorithm knows whether you're pregnant or not based on things you search for even before you realize it. And so what happens is this guy gets a letter in the mail, and the daughter's like, huh? And then it turns out she didn't even know it. They knew it before she did. Welcome to the future. They'll just send you an algorithmic positive saying, oh, we know you're pregnant, whether you know it or not, because of your behaviors that we track. We can now predict everything about your life. It's like we're building a system to determine fate, almost. The data Google has on you can fill millions of Word documents. Yeah, sure, it's 5 gigs, right, whatever. Facebook has reams and reams of data on you too. Facebook offers a similar option to download all of your information. Mine was roughly 600 megabytes, which is roughly 400,000 Word documents. This includes every message you've ever seen or been sent, every file you've ever sent or been sent, all the contacts in your phone, and all the audio messages you've ever been sent. In fact, there's another technocracy apocalypse story about someone who asked their at-home device, like Google Home kind of stuff, to present them the recordings of them, and apparently they got like a bunch of recordings from some random family who had no idea their private conversations were being recorded in the first place. So there's actually a link here. So I'll put the link in the video so that you can go there and download all of the data that Facebook has on you. I did this before too, and it's really interesting because you get all of the messages you've ever sent. Facebook stores everything from your stickers to your login location. Yeah, but some of this stuff is like, I think it's kind of obvious, like they know where you are. We know they can access your webcam and microphone. We choose to let them do that. Here are some of the different ways Google gets your data. I got the Google Takeout document with all my information, and this is a breakdown of all the different ways they get your information. Here's the search history document, which has 90,000 different entries, even showing the images I downloaded in the websites I accessed. I showed the Pirate Bay section to show how much damage this information can do. This person's basically openly admitting to downloading things, which I believe would be a crime. Piracy. Google knows which events you've attended and when. They know your calendar, right? And what's always really fascinating is that on my Android phone, the calendar has a bunch of stuff in it, and I'm like, how did that get in there? And it's because Google syncs everything, and so it knows my calendar even when I don't pay attention. I'll get an email, and it'll say like, hey, are you gonna, like before I even respond to it, boop, in the calendar, it'll be like, call with Jim at this time, and I'm like, wait, oh, that was an email I got, whoa. Google has information you deleted. That's the best part. This is my Google Drive, which includes files I explicitly deleted, including my resume, my monthly budget, and all the code files and websites I've ever made, and even my PGP private key, which I deleted, that I used to encrypt emails. Yes, Google has that too. Congratulations, your encryption doesn't mean anything when the government can subpoena that and take it anyway. Google can know your workout routine. What is this? Oh, because Google Fit. Yeah, whatever. Look, I think it's silly when people are like, oh no, Google knows things I gave them. I think it's more interesting when you're like, Google can predict things about you based off the information you gave them, and they know things that you probably don't want them to know, right? They have years worth of photos. Oh, that's actually really cool. I think I'm gonna go download all of my photos from a long time ago. This is all the photos ever taken with my phone, broken down by year, and includes metadata of when and where I took the photos. That's freaky. So I don't know if that has to, if you have to like auto upload your photos, but if they have those, that's crossing the line. Google has every email you've ever sent. Everyone, including the ones but is this through Gmail? If Google has every email you've ever sent, period, yeah, that's freaky. And he says, there is more. I'll just do a short summary of what's in the thousands of files I received under my Google activity. First, every Google ad I've ever viewed or clicked on, every app I've ever launched or used, and when I did. Oh my God, you could map out someone's entire life with this. All of those dirty, disgusting deeds you've done in your life, all of the naughty things you've searched for, all of the potentially illegal activities you've engaged in on the internet. In fact, they might be able, I would imagine, if you're someone who just went and made a small little routine contraband purchase at some point, because they track so much information about you, they could easily prove you did something wrong. This is the future we're heading towards. It's the panopticon. It's Big Brother. and it's being built by a private, unelected authoritarian organization. If they want to get rid of you, they can. Unperson you, strip you out of the economy, end your life, and there is nothing you can do to stop it. They say this is one of the craziest things about the modern age. We would never let the government or a corporation put cameras, microphones in our homes or location trackers on us, but we just went ahead and did it ourselves because to hell with it. I want to watch cute dog videos. Welcome to the future. I can tell you time and time again, technology is getting scary and dangerous, and this is why I believe we need to start regulating these companies to a certain degree. This should be purged. They should not be able to do this. Maybe that's just my opinion, but there you go. Anyway, more videos to come. Stick around. I'll see you in a few minutes.